for your testimony. Jennifer Wood, followed by Jody Glass. Jennifer, welcome. Nice to see you.
Thank you,
Please
Chairman.
proceed.
I wish I were seeing you on another topic, but it's lovely to be seen.
Well,
My name is Jennifer Wood. I choose to use she, her pronouns. I'm the director at the Rhode Island Center for Justice, and I am here in opposition to H7539. This bill is a harmful, painful, and destructive Trojan horse. In the guise of championing civil rights, it seeks to ban specific words, curricular materials, and indeed student self-determination. Discrimination based on race, gender, gender identity, sexual orientation, as you have already pointed out, Chairman, national origin, and religion is already prohibited. This bill not only does nothing to advance that, it trivializes these important protections. It creates a harmful, impossible to administer environment of fear in schools by its vague references to what is prohibited. The Section K.2 of this law states, history shall be taught using the standards, customs, and traditions in use at the time of the historical event. This provision of this statute I find particularly chilling and is very personally offensive to me. How are schools and teachers to implement this section? Let me use one example that is very personal. Anti-miscegenation laws prohibiting white and non-white people from marrying were in effect in this country until the year 2000, when the last state ended its prohibition. In June, I will have been married to a person of a different race for 40 years. When my children and grandchildren learn about miscegenation in history classes in the public schools, should they be taught using the standards, customs, and traditions of March 1881, when Rhode Island repealed its law outlawing interracial marriage, 1967, when the U.S. Supreme Court struck down the laws in over 30 states that still prohibited interracial marriage in the 1960s during my elderly lifetime, in the Loving versus Virginia case, or in November 2000, when the voters in Alabama voted to remove the prohibition on interracial marriage from their state constitution, and chillingly only voted in favor of that proposition by 60%. I have one final statement.
you got it.
This bill is cruel nonsense. Please do not pass it.
Thank you. Are there any questions for Jennifer? Thank you very much, Jennifer. Next.